Are you a white person who wants a lot of credit for helping to create racial equality while you do nothing to help create racial equality? If so, that means you want to be a woke white person. So listen up, because I'm going to give you your PhD in wokeology. As a woke white person, your mission is to attack as many other white people for being racist online as you possibly can. But don't worry, them actually being racist isn't a prerequisite for you attacking them for being racist. Everyone knows that racism is hate, but as a woke white person, you know that the best way to heal the world from hate is to hate the people that are spreading the hate.
Hold on, time out. Okay, first of all, dude, his shirt is super woke. That's super woke. All right, so a woke white person's job is to tell a whole bunch of other white people how they're being. But I just now saw in the video where woke white people was trying to were defending black people, and they were saying some of the most racist stuff in the world and didn't even know that they were doing it. So I don't know about that.
Let's take a look at your woke white person black belt skills in action. Tomorrow we should cancel the term white belt. Let's say you encounter another white person saying something as racial as, "I love black people." Now at first glance, that could seem supportive to the black community, but as a wokeologist, you know that people never say what they mean. They mean what you think they mean. You can accurately determine what they meant by leaping to incredibly large assumptions that come from your mind, not theirs. Then you can inform them what they meant by what they said. In this case, it could be, "You just think the black community is so weak that they need your love." And now we've just exposed their white fragility. Then probably ignore the fact that you're acting from the presupposition that the black community is so weak that they need you to protect them.
Thank you. Hold on, let me play that back. I need to play that back. What he just now said needs to be reheard.
You've just exposed their white fragility. Then probably ignore the fact that you're acting from the presupposition that the black community is so weak that they need you to protect them.
That's right.
Next, call on the hyenas to come attack your prey in the comments section. And finally, be sure to take a screenshot of their post. That way, after they delete it from being emotionally abused by you, you can repost it to make sure they keep getting what you think they deserve. And so their thought that you don't like will continue to live on. You get the sensation that you've helped because of the highly emotionally charged feeling that developed inside of you while you weren't helping. This helps make your efforts all about you, not about racially oppressed people. Because it's your job to find racism in what white people are doing.
I like he said that you make it all about you and not the alleged mission that you're supposed to be on. You're making it about yourself. Like when people say they just want to be on the right side of history, I look at them sideways like, okay. So you're making a decision to believe a thing and do things and say things that might not be how you really feel, but you're trying to take a stance in justice and pick a side to ride for. No justice, no peace, right?
Racially oppressed people. Because it's your job to find racism in what white people are doing and saying online, whether it's there or not, here's some woke principles that'll help you find racism in anything. Assume that all white people that aren't you are racist. Take what they say out of context. For example, if they said, "I didn't enjoy watching that game," you could say, "That's because a lot of the players are black." Accuse them of racism for what they're not saying. For example, if they post a picture of their dinner, accuse them of racism because there's no black people in their food. Accuse them of being a racist, and if they deny it, inform them that denying being a racist is the first thing a racist person would do.
Absolutely.
If you see someone actively supporting racial equality, let them know that they're only doing it as a virtue signal, and therefore they're bolstering their image at the expense of black people.
Wow.
And just know your virtue signaling of pointing out their virtue signaling is completely different from what they're doing. Occasionally, you might run into actual racism in your feed, but probably not, because usually aren't that honest. But even
Thank you. Usually aren't that honest. Some people are, and I prefer the honest people, even if you're racist, or even if you're like highly discriminatory, because I don't the word is just, it's powerless now. So it's like, what's the point? What's the it's powerless now. So it's, I don't get it. I don't get it. It's almost like the fight is almost over, but people have enjoyed the fight so much that they want to keep it going. You know, because sometimes fights are so fun, you know, especially to the people who weren't in it. Yeah. Yeah, I know how when there's a fight and then there are a whole bunch of people run to the fight because they want to see what's going on. Oh, who fighting? Who fighting? And then then everybody start running away from the fight just for fun because the adrenaline is kicked in. They care less about anyone being hurt or anything. They just want to see more fighting because they're not in it. But when they have an opportunity to assert themselves into the fight, especially from a position where they can't get hurt, then they definitely do that. Or if they do get hurt slightly or get arrested just for a short period of time, and it could be on somebody's video at the same time, like you capture me getting arrested for being on the front lines, raising Cain about something that I ain't even got nothing to do with. All because I want to be on the right side of history. But you saw me go out in handcuffs. I'm a revolutionary. Yeah,
in your feed, but probably not, because usually aren't that honest.
Nah.
But even if you do run into it, you won't know what to do with it, because all you've got is weaponized anger, criticism. Compassion, connection, and education aren't concepts bleached into your DNA. Now, let me help you understand the dynamics of how you as a woke white person are making a real difference in racial equality. When you put all your time and energy into finding faults with other white people and attacking them, it means you're not putting your time and energy into helping and supporting racially oppressed people. Does that make sense, how you're not helping the people that you think you are? And it's great because you know that instead of putting your energy into being for something, it's way more constructive to put your energy into being against something. But that doesn't matter because you get woke warrior social justice points for criticizing and hopefully even canceling other white people. But you don't get nearly as many points for helping the racially oppressed because people don't notice you doing it.
But you got to bring it to the forefront. Like after you, right when you're putting that dollar into the homeless person's hand, do you mind if we take a selfie? I'm a philanthropist. Yeah. Hold on. Just hold the dollar. No. Don't just stay right there in your area. No, look like you just soiled yourself. That's perfect for the video. That's perfect. Okay, we're going to take a selfie. All right. That's how people get, man. But it's not all their fault. Society has gotten us to a point where fame means more than anything. Companionship or being accepted in some way, shape, or form means more than anything. Our whole lives are lived through a phone. And we see everyone else's blessings. We see everything that anybody else has done. And we assume that they're remarkable, they're awesome, because they're showing us their highlights on IG, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, all those things. And we want to be a part of it. So we pick a cause that's worth being a part of. Yeah. We're standing for something that means something. We're standing for people that mean something. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna have a meeting about this, right? Because I need you to let me know what I'm standing for. Okay. All right.
helping the racially oppressed because people don't notice you doing it.
Yeah.
A general rule of thumb is if it doesn't give you a dopamine hit from social media acknowledgement, it doesn't help create change with racial equality. Congratulations! You now have your doctorate in wokeology. Being the woke white person that you are, thank you for crusading with your sword of hate to help heal the world of hate. You're doing God's work. What's up, you beautiful weird?
Thank y'all for doing God's work, man. I really appreciate every single one of you woke people who are out there canceling each other, because that's your fight. And somewhere you were told, somewhere in your life, you were told that that was going to be your fight, and you're fighting a good fight. So continue to be woke. Try not to get hurt, all right? Get a splinter or something, all right? But everyone else, I want y'all to let me know what y'all think about this in the comments below. And if you've yet to hit that subscribe button, please make sure you do so on your way out the door. Once again, guys, I'm Van, and now we are all the LFR family, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video, hopefully inside the Patreon as well. Y'all have been amazing. Love y'all. Check out the website, lfrfamily.com. Also, go check out this gentleman's site. His let me see, his YouTube is Awaken with JP. Awaken with JP. This guy's sarcasm is absolutely hilarious, and you know what I mean. I think I think you should forward this to one of your woke friends. Send this to one of your woke friends. All right, love y'all.